What is happening with my audio? You can hear me now. You can hear me now, right? Yep. All right, we're good. What is happening with my audio lately? It just keeps shutting itself off. Anyway, sorry, let me start over. Hi, this is the Morning aMEOWncements. Morning aMEOWncements. On the Nightcat with Nightcat YouTube channel, I am your host, Nightcat. This is the kitsch-minded morning show where we get you ready for the day. Hello. This is a sticker made by one of our very own Nightkittens. Her name is Doodle with Marie on Instagram. She makes this, sells it on her Etsy store. I had to have it. It was cheap. It was like $3, I think. But I had to have one because it looks a lot like our friend Cosmo back there, the giant goldfish. And I also love Pokemon. So this was just, it had to come. I was so excited to get it. And Marie, this quality is just next level. It's ridiculous. Good quality sticker. I love it. So if you'd like to get your hands on one of these little Magikarp stickers, the best way to do it is to go check out Marie on Instagram, Doodle with Marie. She's not paying me for this. I just am a big believer in her work. I love this sticker. She's done great work for Nightcat before. Doodle with Marie. Go follow her on Instagram. She's got so much great stuff ready for you. Thank you, Doodle Marie. I love it. I love it so much. I got it in the mail yesterday. It turned out so good. All right, that makes it time then for the Morning Mews. The Morning Mews is the part of the show where we go through some top pop culture headlines, and we get you ready for the day. I want you to have something to talk about when you get to work or school today, and I want to get started with the Bachelor's Peter Weber. Peter was one of the more recent Bachelors. He's the only Bachelor that I've ever watched. I've only watched one season of The Bachelor. It was Peter's season. Well, he was on the Here for the Right Reasons podcast. It sounds very Bachelor-y. It sounds like I'm here for the right reasons on The Bachelor. I don't know the podcast, but he was on there and he was talking to them about producers on the show and how a lot of the negative behavior is actually very much directed by the producers, which are standing just off camera. So they ask, like, Pete, you know, you were kind of known as being a player. You are the most on-screen kissed Bachelor ever. Like, he kissed more girls than anybody else on the show. And they were like, what's the deal? And he goes, I think I just play nicer with the producers. When you're there, he's like, the first night you're there, they just have signs. They have the women's names behind their heads. So you can look back there and remind yourself what their name is. And the producer is back there holding up these signs and kind of coaching you through what to do. And then if the producer feels like there's a good moment for a kiss, they'll tap their lips like, and then, you know, they kind of get to decide if they're feeling it or not. But Peter's like, I'm always feeling it. So that's kind of what happened. He also talks about how, like, the producers kind of, obviously, listen, the thing about reality TV, and this is the thing I say all the time, people ask me, like, oh, what are the dirty secrets behind Biggest Loser? The dirty secret is that it's a reality show, and reality shows have to be entertaining. And so the producers they go in there, they manufacture some drama, they start stuff, and then they bounce, because that's what makes for compelling television. So while I am not surprised that the producers on The Bachelor are constantly running around like, hey, I think you should slip that one some French in. No. I am not surprised. That is reality TV on the nose, buddy. Police in Texas are investigating what went wrong with a Tesla crash over the weekend. This is a bad one. So there were two men, they were driving in a Tesla down the road and we're not sure exactly what happened, what caused the accident, but somehow they spun out of control and they both passed away. The car was reduced to just basically nothing. Like, it was rubble. And they, I guess, had just told their wives, hey, we're taking the Tesla out, and I want to show my buddy here the automatic driver feature, because, you know, the whole point of Tesla is that they're trying to get the self-driving car. So he's like, I'm going to take him out, I'm going to show him. Well, Tesla's not quite there yet, and from what I understand, there are a lot of places where even if you have the autopilot on, like the auto assist or whatever, you still need to be in the driver's seat in order to make sure, you know, we're good. Well, apparently the police found the owner, I believe it was the owner, in the passenger seat, and his buddy was in the back seat. Nobody was in the driver's seat. So they believe that it was an autopilot failure that caused the accident. They're working with that assumption. Now, it's kind of sad because Well, I mean, obviously it's sad because those guys died. That was a ridiculous choice of words. But it's kind of sad because Elon, for self-driving cars, because Elon Musk has just tweeted hours before the accident that Tesla auto-driving cars are about 10 times safer. More and more studies are proving that they're 10 times safer and more effective at decision-making than the average person behind the wheel, which I absolutely believe. Let me tell you, I trust, even after hearing about this accident and how both those guys died, I still trust a driverless car. I still trust a computer more than I trust any single driver in Utah County. You people are disgustingly, horrifyingly bad drivers. I've never in my life seen such blatant disregard for the law and other people on the road that as soon as you get into Lehigh and you drive deeper and deeper into Utah County, and the deeper you go, the worse they get. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. You people don't know how to drive. And there's been like a 40-year construction project on I-15 going through there, and yet you people still drive 140 miles an hour to get to church. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's wrong with you people. So yes, I still very, very much trust any computer more than any of you monsters down in Utah County. And I'm talking about even the best driver. The best driver in Utah County is still worse than Elon Musk's worst computer. I trust Elon Musk's flamethrower to drive more than I trust any of you people in Utah County to drive. So just remember that. In all seriousness though, I do believe in self-driving cars. I think that they're the way of the future. I cannot wait for them to show up. And yes, are there going to be accidents and software malfunctions and all sorts of other stuff? Of course. That's not unavoidable. It's not 100% unavoidable. But I still think that a computer is better than a human being. A human being who might be driving a little more tired than they think. A human being who might be driving a little more drunk than they think. They don't feel drunk, but yeah, you still are impaired and you're not able to do what you're supposed to do. I think computers are better than that. Plus, I hate driving. The minute I can pawn off all of my driving responsibilities onto an automatic car, the better. Thanks. And finally, we've all drunk messaged a celebrity before, I think. I think we're all at a safe enough place that you and I can discuss it. Lizzo, one of my favorite artists of all time. I love Lizzo. She was on Instagram this weekend, and she had had a couple. And the next day, she wakes up and she realizes that she has sent a DM. And it was like I'm shooting my shot, I'm getting in there, I'm sliding into the DM's DM. Like, I'm trying to pick this guy up. And when she looked at who it was none other than Captain America himself, Chris Evans. So she messages him, and all she does is like the swoosh air wind emoji. I always think it looks like a fart, but honestly, it's like if you're taking off really fast. So there was the swishy air emoji, and then just the girl doing a slam dunk emoji. And it was like, I'm slam dunking into your DMs, Chris Evans. And when she realized what she had done, she made a TikTok about it. The TikTok kind of went viral. Well, Chris Evans responded to her, and he was so nice about it because she felt kind of embarrassed. He just said, "No shame in drunk DMs. Lord knows I've done worse than that on this app, LOL." I like to believe he's talking about the time he accidentally posted a naked picture of himself on social media. I love them both. Honestly, if Chris Evans and Lizzo started dating, I wouldn't be upset, but I'm still holding out for I'm still holding out for Lizzo and Harry Styles. They love each other. They have such a deep connection. I'm looking forward to the day where Lizzo and Harry Styles end up married and in love together forever. And that is the Morning Mews. All right. Before we continue, I would like to real quickly plug a couple of things. Number one, check out our Patreon. Patreon.com/nightcatshow is the place to go. Listen, this show is expensive to run. It is a lot of work. It is kind of my full-time job because apparently I can't get a call back on any job applications. So this is how I'm doing it, is through Patreon. I require, am only able to get through it because my Patreon patrons have been so generous. I'm asking for 2 different tiers. There's $3 or $5. If you have it to spare, thank you so much. Hey, just remember though, the Patreon money comes out at the first of the month. And listen, I appreciate you becoming a patron. I appreciate the money. I hate telling people to take their money away, but in good conscience, I have to remind you that your Patreon money comes out at the beginning of the month, and we're getting near the end of this month. So if you're not going to have the money in there, just pause your pledge or stop your pledge. Because I know what it's like to have a $3 or a $5 charge turn into a $45 charge because of late fees or overdraft fees or whatever, because the money's not in there. And I have been in many situations where I didn't have $3 in my account to cover something, and it cost me $40 to cover it. So don't do that. Like, I need the support. I would love the support. I appreciate the love. But if you need to delete your pledge before it goes through and gives you $1 million overdraft fee, please do that. Don't go into overdraft for this. But if you have the money and you'd like to support this show, $3 or $5 is all it takes. Patreon.com/nightcatshow is the place to go for that. Thank you so much. And don't forget, we also have our true crime walking tours coming up. We're about a week away. I mean, like 2 weeks-ish. Week and a half. It doesn't matter. Next Thursday is our first ever true crime walking tour of downtown Salt Lake City. The Friday shows are sold out. The Friday tours are kaput. But the Thursday dates are about only halfway sold out. There's still time to get your Thursday tickets. Just click on the link tree down in the description of this video. linktr.ee/JacksonWitt. If you click on that, it'll take you not only to the Nightcat True Crime Walking Tours, but to any other thing that you might want to go to. It's a tree full of links that will take you anywhere. True Crime Walking Tours, the tickets are $25. It is going to be a hoot. I can't wait to see you. I'll be fully vaxxed, fully dosed and vaxxed by the time that happens, and I just can't wait to see you. It's been so long since I've seen a human face that isn't my roommate's, you know? That's not true. I went to the store like yesterday. All right, let's see. Oh, all right, we got to give you a butterfly update. So this is really cool. Actually, let me just double check in the chat before we continue. Good morning, Sadie, Nathan, Katie, Marissa, Erica, Kelsey, Zizor, Mindy, Kelby. Oh, you're so cute. Good morning, everybody. There's so many people here this morning. Good morning. Alice, good morning, Alice. Alice is in Utah County, and Alice also knows how horrible the drivers are. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is. And I hope this isn't offensive, because it's not something I ever planned on talking about out loud, but it's something I think you should all pay attention to. It has nothing to do with my beliefs on anything, but there's something about the people who drive with the American flag license plate, the In God We Trust license plate, and I'm starting to think that they truly believe that God will protect them and that they can go 190 miles an hour and everything will be like, you know that Jesus doesn't actually take the wheel, right? I know you trust in God, but you also need to trust in road rules and the people around you. Please stop going so fast like there are no consequences. The rest of us, you know, we're a little concerned. Those of us that have the skier license plate are a little worried about what you're pulling back there. So just slow it. What is wrong with you people down there? It's just nuts. I'm sorry. You got me all worked up again now. Now I'm concerned, Alice. Good morning, Ammon. How are you? All right. Now, yesterday, I showed you our one butterfly friend, right? And I went and I did the kind of the close-up, and I showed you that one little gal. And as soon as I was done editing the episode for the podcast yesterday, suddenly there was a second. And then as I was filming the second, I saw a third. I actually witnessed and recorded a third popping out of a cocoon. Absolutely bonkers. But they have been up today. There's one right there. I'm not going to be able to point to him very well. But you can see him. They're the things that are not cocoons inside of the butterfly enclosure. So they've been eating their oranges, they've been eating their sugar water. They're a lot more active today than they were yesterday because, you know, the majority of them in here were born yesterday. And it's just been fun to watch them figure out how to be butterflies. They're not great flyers yet. They're pretty clumsy. But I wanted to show you just sort of a recap because now we have butterflies. And we're going to be releasing them at the park this Saturday. I'm going to give you more details about that here in a second. But I wanted to recap our journey with these little butterflies now that they're here. So here's a little video that I made for TikTok yesterday. I want to share it with you.
A full butterfly transformation in 60 seconds. I got these itty bitty little caterpillars on the internet about a month ago. We've been checking in on them every day on my YouTube stream, and they've just grown and grown. And eventually they got so big, they even made a cocoon on the stream. It was like the craziest thing that I've ever seen.
There's no way. What are you up to?
Eventually we moved them over to their new home, even though that one did not like it very much. He was wiggling around an awful lot. We finally got a beautiful butterfly, and when we went to check on her,
another sneaky. When did you get here, pretty girl?
And I thought the cocoon was the coolest thing I had ever seen until I saw this. Absolutely stunning. I sped it up. Here she is drying off her wings. And now I have 3 gorgeous butterflies. This one's Lady Gaga because she's such a show-off. More to come. Stick around.
So cool. So cool. I have absolutely loved having these butterflies around. So we've got 4. I'm expecting a 5th from the cup that's really hatched. The other cup, the smaller cup that was behind anyway, they just haven't been doing as well. They, I think, will probably be butterflies by the end of the week, but there's one more from the big cup that is still yet to be a butterfly. Oh, you're gonna be a butterfly, sister? Come on, fly around. Oh, so stinking cute. Look at her flutter around. I promise it's easier to see on like videos and stuff, so make sure you get onto the Instagram so you can, you know, watch them do butterfly stuff. It's very cute. Now, I've talked about how we are going to have ourselves a butterfly party. We're gonna go to the park and we're gonna release them together because like they don't want to live in this mesh thing forever. They want to be free butterflies, and they're really good for the environment. So this is gonna be fun to go out and sort of help them get back out into the environment. So we're gonna set up a table at Liberty Park. I'm gonna have the butterflies there. We're encouraging anybody. Bring your friends, bring your kids friends, bring them all down to the park. We are gonna just do like a half hour, just chill, hang out, take pictures, listen to music, just have a really good time. I'm gonna have a few things out on the table for sale, like some stickers, some of like my VHS tapes, lamps that I've been making, just a few things to kind of keep the show a little funded. But don't feel obligated to pay or bring any money because it's not required to pay to get into the party. And then so that'll start at around 11:30. Just come hang out. I'm gonna have free candy. You can check out the stuff that's for sale. You can look at the butterflies and get to know them before we release them. And then right around noon, we're gonna release them. So if you would like to go, or if you'd like to keep up to date with all of the details, look in the Linktree, linktr.ee/JacksonWitt in the description of this video. Click on that. It will take you to the Facebook event, the Butterfly Release Party Facebook event. Or you can go find the Nightcap with Nightcap Facebook page and click on the event that way. But I'm gonna be posting all the updates there, posting pictures. I don't have a specific site at Liberty Park picked out yet, but I will put that information in the event before, you drive all the way over here to Liberty Park. So just get ready for that. We're gonna have so much fun. I really hope to see everybody there. I did just get a set of badminton nets and badminton rackets, so maybe we'll play badminton as well as have just a regular old park butterfly release day. It's gonna be so fun. Check it out. Linktree, linktr.ee/JacksonWitt in the description of this video. I hope to see you there. All right, what do we got? All right. Oh, okay. Let's check in then with the Book of Unusual Knowledge, which is just like the Book of Useless Information, but, a little bit different. This one's about Disney's frozen head. This is from the Hollywood Urban Legends section of the book. The people have long suspected that Walt Disney's head was cryogenically frozen in hopes of bringing him back later when the technology exists to reanimate, you know, brains and stuff. In life, Walt Disney warmed the hearts of millions. In death, Disney is rumored to have had himself frozen until such a time that scientists could warm him up and bring him back to life. What sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, many may have been rooted in the fact that Walt Disney liked to keep his personal life private. So when he died, specifics about his burial were kept under wraps, leading to all sorts of speculation. That is the best way to die, quite frankly. I want to die under mysterious circumstances. Like, obviously, like, he wasn't murdered horribly or missing or anything. But I just want to die with, like, an air of, like, what happened? He got eaten by a gator, didn't he? Just assume I got eaten by a bear or a gator or something else I was trying to pet that I wasn't supposed to be petting. So, rumors were further fueled that when Disney was buried in Forest Lawn Cemetery in Glendale. Forest Lawn, if you don't know, is like the Hollywood cemetery. Like, all of the celebrities are buried at Forest Lawn, which does not publicly list who is interned there. But Disney's very unfrozen remains are indeed in the Freedom Mausoleum, along with those of several family members at the Forest Lawn Cemetery. So yes, he is there. It's an unmarked grave, obviously. Like, someone as big as Disney, you don't always want a marked grave because people might go vandalize it or leave too much junk there, and then you gotta clean it all up, and it's like a whole thing. But he was not frozen. Or is that what they want us to think? Do they want us to go to that mausoleum and just be like, yep, I'm pretty sure that's Disney, bye? And also, it's a mausoleum, so who's to say that whatever chamber he's in that mausoleum isn't a little refrigerated? What if it is frozen? Listen, I worked at a grocery store. I know what it's like to work inside of a big walk-in freezer and fridge. How hard could that technology really be for someone as big as Walt Disney? I feel like it could be there. Refrigerated mausoleums. And now, I'm gonna go ask for a bunch of startup money on Shark Tank to start refrigerated mausoleums. And that is the book of unusual knowledge. Okay. Wow, there's more in the chat. What's going on? Well, congratulations, Izar, for not drunk messaging people. I didn't realize you were so much better than everyone. Oh, man. That reminds me, actually, I gotta write it down or I'm gonna forget it. But I have the best, Nightcat classic tale for this week. And it's about drunk messaging people and drunk messaging the wrong people. Some very sensitive information. All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to tell that story. Not so spicy, but it's so funny. All right, thank you for that reminder. Good morning, Alice. Let's see, pretty sure my wife has one of those plates. Oh, Lindy, I'm sorry. Again, man, I wasn't talking trash on anyone with the In God We Trust license plate. I'm sure there are a fair amount of competent drivers who just like the design. But overall, I think that the people who get that design truly believe that God will cloak their car and make them impervious to injury because they're the worst drivers in the state. The worst in the state, which, by the way, is regularly ranked worst among drivers. So you're the worst of the worst. The real cream of the crop. Oh, I'd love to do a board game night. That sounds fun. One day. I got lots of plans, between true crime tours coming up. We got the Butterfly release party. I would really like to do lots of events. I don't have the thing is, events cost money, so I'm really coming up with events that don't cost anything to do, but I'd love to do a lot of events with Nightcat and just hang out and do meetups and have parties and stuff. It sounds really, really fun. So I'm working on it. Don't worry. We'll get there. We'll get there. And now I've lost my place here because I was busy writing down the time that I drunk dialed someone. All right. Okay. I guess we're wrapping up. I'm just sort of stalling now at this point, but thank you so much for watching. Hey, please tell people about this show. I wasn't kidding earlier when I said I'm nervous about numbers. Go watch a couple of shows that you haven't seen before. If you're missing or if you're behind on some episodes of Nightcap with Nightcat, go watch those. Those numbers have really started to plummet, and I'm getting really nervous about that because Nightcap with Nightcat is like, it's the show, you know? And so if numbers are dropping this dramatically, I might have an absolute conniption. So go tell your friends about it. Number one thing that you can do is text your friends a link to a video that you think they'll like. You know your friends and family better than anybody. Go through my extras playlist. So if you go to the Nightcap with Nightcat channel and click on the playlists, go to the extras. That's just clips from Morning Mews. It's the best stuff from the show that I clip down. They're anywhere from like 1 to 4 minutes. They're really short clips. And share that some of your favorite clips with your friends. Text them the link. Texting them the link is so much better than telling them, hey, you need to go check this out, because they'll actually click it. It really means a lot. And this show means a lot. I pour everything I have into this show. It has been like, you know, the thing that's kept me going and kept me sane since I got canned. And I love it, and I want to keep doing it. And that can only happen if we get the numbers growing. And we're not doing badly. I want to start by saying, like, the people who are here are incredible. They stick around, they're loyal, they show up every day, watch the stream, comment on the videos, they comment on social media, they share. I see it, I do. But we're also staying very stagnant where we are, and I have a small group of really dedicated followers and viewers, and I love that so much, and you guys have gotten me through so many hard times, but now is the time to take it to the next level. So tell your friends, please, please, please. I hate begging. Listen, I'd rather just be in a situation where I didn't have to beg you and we could just goof off and have fun, because I hate begging more than anything, and I feel like I spend about 30% of my time on YouTube begging. But again, man, I can only keep doing this. We can only keep this going, this fun little morning tradition, if we keep it going, you know? Share it, get it out there, get the word out. Please, please, please. Tell everyone to look up Nightcap with Nightcat on YouTube. Follow me on social media, keep engaged, come to the butterfly party. Let's get the numbers up just a little bit. Thank you so much. I know it's tacky. I love you so much. Thank you. All right, that is the show though. Have a great day. Couple things. Don't forget to check out the merch store. Nightcatmerch.com is the place to go if you want a mug, a new hoodie, anything, stickers, phone cases. I've got it all over there on nightcatmerch.com. Don't forget to check out the Patreon, patreon.com/nightcatshow. Plus, the audio from every episode of Morning Mews and Nightcap with Nightcat is up now on the Nightcat Radio podcast. So if you don't have time to sit down and watch a full video, but you can listen to a podcast, Nightcat Radio podcast is the place to do it. Don't forget, we do a true crime episode of the Nightcat Radio podcast every Friday called Curiosity Killed Nightcat. So look for Nightcat Radio on your favorite podcast directory. I'm going to turn it over to the fish. Here's your 3 minutes of fish. Have a fantastic day. Bye.